today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. On first down at Stafford. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things.
Touchdown, Detroit! T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Going deep for Hopkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford put gets it on the ground. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another 1st down.
They came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 7 yards there, the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
About 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
So out now come the Lions. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's something else to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving. Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's funny, partner, you often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a first down.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
The last few seasons has almost been sport for us in the media to see if Larry Fitzgerald was going to call it quits and cap off what I believe is a Hall of Fame career. But now he's entered season number 17, second on the all-time receptions list, just 171 catches behind Jerry Rice, and maybe he's found new life as he continues to pile up the big numbers.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. He's tackled at 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
From the gun, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
And Murray gets this into the hands of Edmonds.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Murray getting this out wide to Hopkins.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 yards on that one. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the gun, Geis. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Out Out of the gun, here's Murray. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the ground, Geis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it second and goal.
Well, that play's not going to go on their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
It's on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on second and 8. Stafford toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense.
He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a run with Geis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Murray able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Murray. Forced out to his left. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford throwing deep for Golladay. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Stafford looks to throw again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He'll field this at the 5. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. That's good for 28 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray letting one go deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Geis. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Murray now to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing on first down is Murray.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. ground. It's Swift to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And that is incomplete.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, 46 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Now a hit and a loose football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not your own red zone.
If you're in the red zone, it's hard.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here comes the Lions punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's pulled in at the 32.
Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Murray escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run with Geis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I'll be giving up respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, Murray steps away to his left, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Cards continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him show a nice tackle on that play. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Lions, 1st down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
A slant to Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Here's Adrian Peterson in his 14th NFL season. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go on 4th. Stafford going for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, able to make the sure catch, and flip the down marker back to 1.
1st down, Murray. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
That was a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him now. They tend to leave him in.
Here's Murray from midfield. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Murray caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
And DeAndre Hopkins with another catch. And let's face it, when Arizona made this trade, there had to be no one happier than quarterback Kyler Murray, who had been pushing his management to draft his college teammate C.D. Lamb out of Oklahoma. But when they made the trade for DeAndre Hopkins, they didn't need to do that anymore. This guy's an all-pro receiver. Been the top 3 in receptions the last 2 seasons. And now with Larry Fitzgerald already there, and you add DeAndre Hopkins, the possibilities endless for the Arizona Cardinals in the passing game.
Pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw again, Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
At the 23-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes